I know the weather in Scotland isn't like this, but it's still dreary for a big part of the time, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's conceivably over the winter period, there are people who have ordinary working lives that get up in the dark, they go to work, and they get out of the office and it's dark.
Oh,
so you just don't see sunlight for like 6 months. You want to know how I got into comedy?
That's how you did.
That kind of thing, yeah, and alcoholism.
That also helps,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
There's two things that you're going to get into in Scotland. That's comedy and alcoholism over time. I'm half Scottish, half Indian, and lots of jokes about that. Unlike most Scottish people, I don't get sunburn watching fireworks. Right, there you go. There's one. It was funny, actually, because when I did some gigs in the States last year, and when I got down to the Deep South, and even the Midwest, that's a really strange mix to them. Scottish Indian, I mean, America, the great melting pot of the world, don't have many Scottish Indian guys, really. That's two very separate characters on The Simpsons to them, right? That's
true.
That is just a complete head mess to them, right? But the only thing I remember of my Indian heritage was just every 3 months, I'd come home from school, and I'd find all my stuff had been moved into the garage from my bedroom, and your mum would say, "You're sleeping in the garage." And I'd say, "Why?" She said, "Your dad's family's arrived, and they're going to be sleeping in your bedroom." And that was it. And then I would sleep in the garage for however long until they left, and my mum would sort of sneak bacon and pork products underneath the door for me to enjoy in the evening, you know, like a bacon roll, and just don't tell your dad, don't tell your dad. Eating stuff in a pork pie in my mouth, you know. And then I'd just get a knock on the door about sort of 2 months later saying, "Right, you can move back into your bedroom." So I didn't really have any great connection with my dad's side of the family. They didn't speak any English, and I didn't speak their language, so it was kind of like we'd just sort of pass each other every so often in the hallway and just sort of, "How are you? You all right?" Good. I remember when I was growing up in Scotland, you know, there was racism. My dad got turned away from the local golf course just because of the colour of his skin.
Right.
That's not what they told him. They said they didn't allow anyone on the course in just their underpants. But we knew what it was about. We knew what it was about, George. You can read between the lines, my friend.
Listen, man, it was just shorts. It was hot out, right? So did you experience it, racism?
Yeah, I did. I always remember... see, the thing about kids is, I don't think kids really identify that this is a different coloured kid. They might sort of go, well, he's brown or he's black and I'm white. But it's not a thing to them until it's sort of explained that this is a thing. And I don't think my teachers helped. Because I remember the first day at school, the teacher said, "This is Danny. He's joining us today. He's all the way from India." And all the kids were just like, I mean, as if I was commuting. That's what it felt like. I sort of made this conscious decision to join this class, and you know, a kid came up to me at the first interval and went, "Hello, shall I talk slowly to you?" And I was like, "Well, you can do what you want, but you know, I'm just gonna, you know."
I'm kind of one of you.
Yeah, exactly. So I tried to explain. I said, "I've only ever known Scotland, so this is, I feel as Scottish as